Come on, you two. Lasagna's waiting back at the apartment. Tina's been
Lola locks the cafe door, a sense of fragile peace settling over her. The city's unrest feels distant, momentarily at bay within the newly painted walls.
You think this is enough to keep them out? I mean...
It's a start, Jeremy. It's a start. Besides, Jeff's guy is outside. No one's getting past Muscle Man.
The apartment, a haven of warmth and familiar scents, welcomes them. Tina hums along to a show tune, carefully layering cheese onto the assembled lasagna. Kara, engrossed in a musical on the television, doesn't even look up.
perfect timing. This needs about 30 minutes. Wine, anyone?
Sounds good to me. To a job well done.
To a job well done. And hopefully, some peace and quiet.
Just a little? We'll have some with the lasagna, Tina. Patience, my dear. Besides, you don't like the dry stuff anyway. True. That dry stuff is nasty.
On screen, Cinderella whirls in a shimmering ball gown, surrounded by elegantly dressed dancers. Kira sighs dreamily.
I wish I could go to a ball like that. All those pretty dresses.
When this all blows over, Kira, I'll take you to a ball. We'll find you a gown even prettier than Cinderella's.
The playful banter masks the underlying tension, the unspoken questions hanging heavy in the air. The city outside remains restless, a constant reminder of the precariances of their newfound peace. Jeremy watches Stephen Kyra, a frown creasing his brow, his unease growing with each shared smile.
Yeah, right. In your dreams, soldier boy, you'd probably trip over your own boots. Just kidding.
The playful banter masks the underlying tension, the unspoken questions hanging heavy in the air. The city outside remains restless, a constant reminder of the precariances of their newfound peace. Jeremy watches Stephen Kira, a frown creasing his brow, his unease growing with each shared smile. Later that evening, the aroma of Lola's lasagna fills the apartment, a temporary shield against the anxieties clinging to the edges of their fragile normalcy. Cinderella fades from the screen, replaced by the evening news, a grim reminder of the bombing at the legislative building.
That poor golden boy. It's just awful.
They'll rebuild it. Kara, stronger than before. That's what communities do.
Hey, about the whole tripping over your boots thing. I didn't mean it. You're not clumsy. Well, maybe a little, but I was just joking.
Don't worry about it, Kira. I know you were joking. Besides, even if I did trip, I'd probably take down half the legislative building with me.
Once they rebuild it, and everything calms down, we should have a proper celebration. A real ball, just like in Cinderella.
Hey, wanna watch a stupid video with me later? It's Markiplier doing an ice bath challenge. It's hilarious.
How stupid are we talking?
Painfully stupid. I'll love it. It's like watching a train wreck, but funnier.
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
You're the best, Steve.
Jeremy observes the exchange, his jaw tightening. He pushes his plate away, the lasagna suddenly tasteless.
Steve, can I talk to you for a minute? Outside?
Steve looks from Jeremy to Kira, a flicker of apprehension crossing his face. He senses the storm brewing in Jeremy's eyes.
Sure, Jeremy. What's up?
As they step out onto the balcony, the city lights twinkle beneath them, a deceptive facade of tranquility. The cool night air does little to quell the heat of Jeremy's unspoken accusations.
Steve, we need to talk. About Kara? Steve, we need to talk. About Kara?
I figured as much. What about her?
The wind whips around them, mirroring the turbulent emotions swirling within.
You're distracted, Steve? You think I haven't noticed? You're jeopardizing the mission.
Look, I know things have been different since we got here, but I haven't forgotten why we're here. Jeremy.
Different? We're supposed to be retrieving those tablets from the hotel owners, remember? Focusing on securing the frozen north. Not? Whatever this is with Kara and her friends.
Steve runs a hand through his hair, the city lights reflecting in his troubled eyes.
They're good people, Jeremy. Do our newfound friendships mean nothing to you?
Being the son of a general means living up to expectations. Completing the mission.
The tension between them crackles in the cold air.
And what if I could help you achieve that? What if I could get closer to those broken alien radicals through Kira?
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we use this. Get me those tablets from the hotel, and I'll consider using my connections to take down the resistance.
Jeremy stares at him, considering the offer.
We'll talk more later. I need to think about this.
As Jeremy walks back inside, Lola enters the balcony, a concerned look on her face. She's holding 2 mugs, steam curling upwards in the chilly night air.
Everything all right out here, Steve? You seemed a bit tense.
Just a minor disagreement with Jeremy. Nothing to worry about.
Lola studies his face, unconvinced. The city lights cast long shadows, obscuring their true expressions.
Kira's worried about you too. You know she cares for you in her own way.
I know, Lola. I know.
Lola squeezes his arm gently before heading back inside, leaving Steve alone with his thoughts and the city lights twinkling below.
Penny for your thoughts?
Her voice is unusually soft, a gentle contrast to her usual fiery tone.
These broken alien radicals. They're crazy. They're the ones who targeted the cafe, Lola's apartment. Any business that even looks at us Americans the wrong way.
You don't have to tell Meatwise how crazy they are. Remember that Remembrance Day ceremony they disrupted? Over vaccinations of all things. Absolutely ridiculous.
Steve nods slowly, his gaze distant.
Look, Kira, what if there was a way we could use this situation to our advantage? Help me round them up, and I'll use my connections to ensure their removal.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we use you as bait, draw them out, make them think you're vulnerable, and then we take them down.
Kara's breath catches in her throat. The city lights blur as she grapples with his words. 1,000 scenarios flash through her mind, each one more terrifying than the last. She grips the balcony railing, her knuckles white.
Are you okay? You've gone pale.
I'm fine. Just thinking. Is this the only way? Will this save our country? Our city?
Yes, Kira. It will. We can end this chaos. Bring peace back to the streets.
Kira's gaze drifts towards the warm glow emanating from the apartment window where Loli and Tina are likely inside. Oblivious to the conversation unfolding on the balcony, the weight of their safety, their trust, settles heavily on her shoulders.
All right, I'll do it. But on one condition. Lola, Tina, and Jeremy. They have to be kept safe. No harm must come to them. All right, I'll do it. But on one condition. Ola, Tina, and Jeremy. They have to be kept safe. No harm must come to them.
Agreed. Their safety is paramount.
Steve paces the balcony, the city lights reflecting in his troubled eyes. He weighs Kira's courage against the danger she'll face. He pulls out his phone, composing a carefully worded text to Jeremy. Need to talk. Urgent. Meet me at the cafe tomorrow morning. Don't tell anyone.
I'm going to go in. It's getting cold out here.
Good idea. Get some rest. We have a lot to do tomorrow.
Kira slips back inside, the warm air of the apartment a welcome contrast to the chill outside. Lola and Tina are curled up on the sofa, a half-finished game of Scrabble spread out on the coffee table.
So, what top-secret mission were you plotting out there?
Just talking? You know, girl stuff.
You look tired, sweetie. You should get some sleep.
I think I will. Good night, guys.
Kira took a shower and then she put on her fluffy onesies. The ladies went to bed and Steve laid awake, worried about what he's getting Kira into. To say he was feeling guilty was an understatement. In the morning, the ladies let him sleep in. He found himself alone in the apartment, a key resting beside his phone.
They left. A key?
A note sits under the key. It's from Lola, gone for groceries and renovations at the cafe. Back later. Help yourself to coffee, there's some in the fridge.
Renovations. They certainly don't waste any time.
He grabs his jacket and the key, heading out the door. The cafe is a short walk away. The familiar scent of freshly brewed coffee already beckoning him. He pushes open the door, the bell above it jingling merrily. Jeremy sits at a corner table, nursing a cup of black coffee, his expression grim.
Morning, Jeremy. You look like you've seen a ghost.
You wouldn't believe the dream I just had. Golden boy, tap dancing.
This is serious, Jeremy. It's about Kara.